we were like, well, matchmaking is not going to work. Time to try to figure out the server browser.
Right.
Which is just a mess.
We're live, and apparently you guys are talking about Mordhau.
We are.
You knew because I said a mess.
I knew because
Yes.
you said server browser list, and it was just a mess.
Man.
I was like, yep, Mordhau. Yeah, that's for sure.
Hell yeah.
It had to be Mordhau.
Yeah, oh, it
Mordhau
definitely.
Hey, the stream says you're playing Battle of West North.
He is.
I'm not.
He said he was going to play that the whole
He
time
does, though.
tonight.
I mean, you're not wrong because I'm playing it right now, but I'll get
Buddy.
that.
It's not what the stream's about today, Tim.
No.
Damn.
Well, for what we've been playing, I could say that that's what I've been playing. So there we go. But
Is that the
what's
only thing you've been playing?
I haven't
Don't
really-
you have Mordhau?
I do have Mordhau. I've been playing that a little bit as well, but not a ton because until they fix the XP and gold boosts, which I have earned 0 XP through matchmaking and 0 gold through matchmaking, so I can buy nothing for my custom character. I'm kind of like, okay, well, might as well. If I really wanted to play this, I'd just play Shiv.
Wow, buddy. I guess you haven't played much Mordhau.
I've played a bunch of Mordhau, but like it's not that different.
I don't know.
It's really not. It's good, but
It feels a lot different to me.
Yeah.
It feels a lot heavier.
Here's the thing. So there's a lot more.
Yeah, it feels heavier.
There's a lot more in it, but the combat is the part of it that's the most fun part to me, and that feels almost the controls scheme's almost the exact same as Shiv, which is not a bad thing. But I really liked. I really enjoyed my time with Shiv. I don't know.
Yeah, you don't know, Tim.
Apparently
I hate
not.
the speed of weapons in Mordhau.
Yeah?
Yeah, not a fan or whatever. Like, it doesn't make sense to me, I guess. It's just like, I would assume this single-hand weapon would swing faster than your sword. Like, if you block, I'm assuming I would have a chance to swing faster than the other guy, and that doesn't happen very often. Normally, I get fucking wrecked. I'm just like,
see,
cool.
With the blocking, it was like you'll have a chance to counterattack, but they made it sound as though your opponent would be off balance and be unable to block as well. But no, you can just go back and forth all day long, which is like, okay, so get really good at parrying.
That far because I'm terrible bad at that game. But it's fun.
There's there's a very high skill ceiling, and they have some things that I haven't really seen used in Shiv, which maybe people do this, but like I saw players talking about either dragging or turning into your swings. And I've thought of, you can turn into a swing to hit quicker, but I've never thought about turning like out of your swing as you do it to slow your swing down so they miss their block.
Yeah,
so I thought that was kind of interesting.
There's some really interesting aspects to it. People really have gotten very in depth in their strategizing for it, which is cool. I like that,
dude. Yeah, and there's a whole like advanced weapons tab for each weapon, which has like a crazy amount of data for your weapon. Like it has the speed down to milliseconds of how long it takes to swing either of the attacks or any of the attacks, and then your ult weapon damage for like no armor, and then all the way up to the 3 armor and where you're hitting them. That's a lot of cool detail. I'm never gonna use that to my advantage, probably.
No, I don't think I will either. The battle royale thing is
level.
The battle royale thing is pretty cool, except it felt like when I was playing it, I think part of the problem for me was I was playing it at like what day did I have off? Wednesday. It was Wednesday, so it was at like, I don't know, 10 in the morning on Wednesday before we went to the zoo or whatever, and there wasn't a whole lot of people playing. So I wound up in the same games against the same people, and maybe that's just the time of day I was playing, but it just seems like maybe people are as battle royaled out as I am.
I don't know. I thought it was pretty refreshing. I did hate queuing up for a battle royale though, because you need to hit 16 players or something before it starts. So I found myself being in queue with like 12 players and then 5 minutes of people leaving and coming in before we finally got the match going.
Yeah, that's definitely been a problem for me as well. Anyway, what else have we been playing this week, boys?
Mordhau.
Am I the only person who's played anything other than Mordhau this week?
I mean, I've played Battle for Wesnoth, but that's pretty much it. Mordhau.
I would say I tried to play. I installed KOTOR 1, and I tried to play that, but it just crashes. So
yeah, it's hard on newer machines.
I didn't want to they're trying to fix it.
So, I've been playing. There's something don't let me forget. There's something I want to talk about before we jump into like the normal stuff or whatever. But I've been playing Spellforce 3 this week. It was on sale on Steam.
Mm-hmm.
I have a problem.
Did you
Like,
play the
all of
first
it-
two before you played
No.
the third one, Cody?
No, good news. Spellforce 3 is the prequel.
Oh shit!
So I lucked
Nice.
into that.
Well
I
played.
found that out last night, so I definitely lucked into that. So the story though is very, very fantasy, ancient civilizations, and ancient cities, and you know what I mean. So that's not like really new or whatever. The thing it just scratches an itch for me that I'd forgotten that I really liked. What is that face?
No, sorry. Keep going. Keep talking. You're fine.
He's playing Wesnoff.
Yeah, I can tell. That face.
I just got I leveled up a Drake fighter to the 3rd tier, and I had never done that with a Drake before, and he looks really badass. He's got like red armor and shit.
And why did you make the most disgusted look ever?
No, it wasn't disgusted. It was
It
was
looks
wow.
like-
I lost.
All right. Anyways,
Game
so
over.
but yeah, Spellforce. It's a mixture. I was just telling Justin about it. It's basically a mixture of like Baldur's Gate and War or StarCraft. You get heroes. You get to create your own character, which is super cool, and you get to create your own like class and stuff like that. You get skill trees and whatnot that you level up. Max level is 50. You run around with your group and you do quests and stuff or whatever. But then at some points it becomes a little bit more larger scale, and it goes into like an RTS mode where it basically like you become the commander of an army and you have to build it up or whatever. You have to get the resources and this, that, and the other thing or whatever. So the only downside to it is like you still have to like micromanage your heroes, like their skills and stuff, which can make it kind of hard when you're like trying to micromanage the economy and the skills of your heroes at the same time. Cool part, campaign is co-op. I actually did this with my cousin Justin,
Nice.
where he controlled the whole RTS portion, so the army and the economy and all that junk or whatever. I just controlled the heroes, and we just fucking steamrolled that enemy for that mission or whatever. It was a lot of fun.
That sounds dope.
Yeah, it was super cool. It's just the problem is with playing the game like that is the RTS portions like are kind of spread out. Like you do an RTS portion and that normally takes like a minute. It only takes like a good hour and a half to kind of get through. But then you go back into like story. It's basically like story mode, and you're running around with your heroes and stuff, or whatever. But it's just super cool. Combat's really smooth. Everything's smooth. I haven't run into any like, glitches, which I would hope not. The game's 2 years old. So, but yeah, I've just been having a lot of fun with that, and there's apparently a lot to it. So, yeah, if you guys like Warcraft 3 or Baldur's Gate, either one, especially if you like both, you should probably play Spellforce 3. You don't need the rest of them. Just Spellforce 3.
Just do the prequel.
Warcraft 3 remaster coming.
End of this year. That is correct.
Yep.
So I'm excited for that. Also, the Spellforce 3 that has a standalone expansion coming out where your created character and a friend's created character can both be in the same game at the same time, same campaign.
Oh,
that's cool.
So yeah, it'll
I
be
dig that.
Yeah. And they're adding dwarves and dark elves into the standalone expansion.
Well, of course they are. It's fantasy.
Right.
You can't have a fantasy
Right.
game without dwarves and dark
Right.
elves. I mean, come on.
What are the factions that they have?
Right now, it's human, elves, and orcs.
Oh, okay, just
so
3.
it's pretty basic stuff.
Warcraft.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very Warcrafty, which I love. I loved Warcraft 3. I absolutely loved it. And then I even played World of Warcraft for a while, but it's just not the same.
Yeah.
So it just I didn't realize that I wanted to play another game like this until I was playing it, and I was like, oh my god, this is fucking amazing.
Where has this been my whole life?
I put that in the chat, and I was like, where the hell is Spellforce been? But I don't think the other two are like that. I think it's a lot like The Witcher.
Sure,
The
like
Witcher
this
1
is the
one
definitive
way.
experience.
Yeah, and it's kind of evolved into this over time kind of thing. I'm not 100%, but I'm assuming.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But yeah, it's been a lot of fun. A shit
Nice.
ton of fun. I want to play right now.
I mean, you have
I have a
multiple
problem.
monitors.
I do, but
You could do the same thing I was just doing, except I
You
won.
beat yourself?
I did.
Yeah. Yeah, he wasn't playing against anybody else. He was playing against himself.
I was. Judge me. It was worth it.
No shame.
It was worth it. It was fun.
Tim beat himself. It was worth it.
I got my level 3 Drake character, and then I had to, like, in order to get the advantage for the Drakes, I had to, like, use my leader character. So I pushed him down, and before I could pull him back up, I caught myself with my Elven Archers, and I didn't actually expect that to happen. So,
Buddy, Elven Archers are great.
Okay. I don't know. All right, real quick before we get into like the.
You act like I plan out any of my moves in strategy games.
True.
I don't.
What's up, dudes?
I don't have
Hello,
plans.
guys.
What's up, Keegan and Jared?
Question, because this isn't on the thing, and I'm really curious. What do you guys think about the new sexy Mass Effect game?
Yo, I'm gonna pick it up.
Are you?
Maybe. Should I do a video?
I saw an article on it. I think it was on, I don't remember if it was PC Gamer, IGN, or Kotaku, but they were talking with the developers, and the developers were like, we literally just wanted to make a game with dick lasers and space titties. And I was like, you know, I kind of respect that you said that, but at
dick
the same
lasers,
time,
Shane's here.
like,
Boom.
just no shame at all. They're just like, we wanted dick lasers and space titties. And I was like, all right. You did it.
Want.
That's exactly what you did. I don't know why, but you did it. So
I did look at their Kickstarter page, and I mean, it doesn't sound like the game itself will be that good.
No, of course not.
I see. I think I'd be more interested if it wasn't basically going to be Leisure Suit Larry in space.
Oh God, yeah,
because that's basically what it's going to be. I like.
Oh God, my audio just cut out. Hold up.
Tim, why'd you do it?
I didn't do it.
Breaking stuff.
Hang on, I'm gonna.
I don't know what the name of the game is.
Oh man, Subverse, I think.
Oh yeah, you're right. It's Subverse.
Yeah.
For research purposes.
Yeah, me too. That's why I was on that Kickstarter. That's why I backed that Kickstarter
for
at 100.
For research.
Yeah, I like my interest was kind of peaked a little bit when I heard it was like Mass Effect. Whatever, and then I kind of like looked at it. It's not. It's Leisure Suit Larry.
It's like
space.
Have some like turn-based combat thing.
Here's where it and the Mass Effect analogy is gonna end for you. You can have sex with aliens, and that's it.
Boom.
Boom.
You want to be Captain Kirk? This game is Captain. This is Captain.
Leisure Suit Kirk.
Yes.
Let's go.
Yeah.
All right. I was just curious. I know that's totally off script, but I hadn't asked you guys.
It's a good question. Yeah.
It's definitely a question.
I will be following it closely.
It is a question. Maybe not.
Tim will see it appear on Steam and get very upset.
Speaking of,
yeah, you will.
All right. Well, speaking of Mass Effect, so we kind of missed the boat on this because we didn't do an episode last week. But I wanted your guys' thoughts on the fact that BioWare has delayed Anthem's roadmap, and at this point, they don't have a timeline for when that roadmap is going to be reenacted. It's just indefinitely delayed until. I don't know, until they fix the game, I guess, which is the loot is still completely broken. Okay. There have been a couple other developments around that, but I wanted your guys' thoughts on that specifically.
I didn't see the roadmap that they had, I guess.
Okay.
Did you guys look at that at all?
No.
Well, they had a big, like, a global event coming up here that has been delayed. They had new, basically, raid systems, working on the party system, like all of these features that they were going to implement, that it's all delayed right now. Everything's delayed. So
that's not good.
No.
No.
It's a really bad sign for a game that's technically 3 months old. Or no, it's technically 2 months old, even though you could buy it in February.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Shame.
What's up, Leo?
Yes, like
Superman. Yes. Oh, Cody, you didn't hear that story. So at Arya's birthday last Sunday, I was wearing a Superman shirt, and Leo showed up, and I was like, "What's up, nephew?" And he goes, "Are you Superman?" I go, "Yes, I am." And then later on, he called me Uncle Superman, so I'm Superman now.
Of course, you ran with that.
Oh, 100%. That's never going away.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, the whole Anthem thing, I just don't care. Like, just
Okay.
being
You're
honest.
the one guy who was like, the game's pretty
I
good.
did.
So
That was the end of the story, though.
Right. I really enjoyed the combat of that game, and I hope that it carries over to something else. But knowing the development of Anthem and how they wouldn't use assets from any other fucking game to help speed along their goddamn development, I have no faith in that, and I just don't care anymore. Just make Dragon Age 4 good. All right, like
but do we
just burn it to the ground?
Are
just
they
burn
gonna,
Anthem to the ground?
Are they going to get a
just
chance
start
to make,
over?
But are they going to get a chance to make Dragon Age 4?
Yeah, dude.
Oh yeah, they'll still
I mean,
make it.
if
the
EA
name itself generate money.
All right, but if EA is pulling, assets away from the team already and is already shutting down, like at this point,
they're pulling assets for Dragon Age 4. That's weird.
Are they though?
Google it. Yeah.
Okay.
Google it. Yeah.
I
saw an article.
Yeah, they're definitely working on the new Dragon Age.
Yeah.
That's just when you launch a live service game and 3 months in, you're already basically killing a lot of the roadmap for it, and axing some of the support for that game.
Right.
I don't think that's good for the studio's future. If Dragon Age 4 isn't a hit,
then the studio will probably be done. I thought they might be done after Anthem, but there's too much smoke around Dragon Age 4 kind of thing.
Yeah.
I think Dragon Age 4 might
think
be
about all the hype that was around Star Wars 1313, and that never happened.
Right,
yeah,
but Dragon Age has
wasn't
a
that when
lineage.
Disney first acquired Star Wars?
It was around that time, I suppose.
Yeah,
so
I think it had more that than it had to do with the actual game.
It could have.
Yeah, if I remember right, I could be wrong.
Yeah,
but
I feel like Dragon Age games traditionally they sell really well. They make a lot of money, so there's no reason they wouldn't just do a fourth one and see what happens.
Yeah, because it's going to make money off its name, like out the gate. Yeah. Now, whether it makes anything after that, who fucking knows? But it could end up being another Andromeda, or it could be like Dragon Age 3, which was like Game of the Year and whatnot. You know what I mean? So it's just you just don't know what you're getting with BioWare anymore. It's definitely is it even 50-50 anymore? Like, is it even a flip of a coin? I couldn't even say that. I think it's less than that these days.
Yeah, dude. Reading about the production for Anthem just sounded so awful. Like, they can't figure their shit out.
If you go all the way back to the reason that they thought that this could work for Mass Effect, and the reason that they thought that it would work for Anthem is because it kind of worked for Inquisition. So it worked for the last Dragon Age game. That was a shit show, apparently, but they actually put out a really quality game. And then they're like, oh, we can do this every time. BioWare magic. And
You know what I think will affect Dragon Age 4 more than anything?
Public
perception. Whatever game that Respawn's working on right now. What game are they working on now?
The new Star Wars game.
Star Wars?
Okay, if that is successful, the big reason why I think that'll affect the Dragon Age development is because they are not using the Frostbite engine. And if the game is highly successful not using that engine, BioWare may finally be able to convince fucking EA to let them use an engine that works for the kind of game that they're trying to make.
Buddy.
That's like I feel like this where a lot of if we were to like really know what was going on with Anthem, like on the guts portion of it or whatever, I have a feeling a lot of it is just because it's running on a Frostbite and
yeah, dude.
So
Frostbite.
That was a big thing in Jason Schreier's article. Is like every developer was like, yeah, we had to fucking make everything because Frostbite doesn't have shit for RPGs.
Well, no. Like I can't let them pass with this. They didn't have to make everything. All right, you have 2 other games they could have pulled from.
Exactly.
But I understand. Yeah, you are correct or whatever. They did have to create a lot of shit. But yeah, I just if they can start moving away from Frostbite, because Frostbite, as good as it is for Battlefield and stuff like that, it's just not. It's not made for a Dragon Age game or Anthem. Like why is there a Frostbite engine with no destructible environment?
Yeah.
Bizarre.
Bizarre. Why? Yeah, I don't know.
Speaking of Frostbite and speaking of honestly Respawn a little bit ago, so it's today's May the 4th. We can't.
May the 4th be with you.
We can't not talk about Star Wars today. So there you go. There you go. So
I should have found my Star Wars shirt. I have one.
You should have, but you didn't.
I didn't.
But so
It's gonna be a
today,
good year for Star
you know,
Wars.
even like For Honor, in honor of Star Wars Day, added in lightsabers. So if you guys want to
Dude.
play For Honor with lightsabers, today's the day to do it.
Ooh.
But looking back at Star Wars and video games, what are your guys' favorite Star Wars games that you've ever played?
Dude, let me tell you, it is the Nintendo 64 game Shadows of the Empire, where you play as Dash Rendar, who's definitely not Han Solo. And my favorite memory of this game is the Wampas in the game. And there was a cheat code where you could become the Wampa and you could run around the map and just kill everybody. And then you'd fall off the map and you wouldn't die because they didn't program that. And then you had to restart the game.
Nice.
Hell yeah, Wampa Stompa.
I
yeah.
want to say my favorite was probably
Keegan,
KOTOR.
you're right.
KOTOR 1 was probably my favorite Star Wars game. That or
Okay.
Jedi Outcast. One of those two. I had a lot of fun with both of those games.
Yeah.
Not any specific. I do remember playing the pod racing in KOTOR. That was a lot of fun. I can't remember. Was that 1 or 2?
I don't remember doing
I
it in
don't
2.
remember.
I didn't play through 1, so
Maybe.
Must have
Yeah,
been
maybe
I
one.
I was
don't know.
playing. I was replaying a couple. 2015.
can we just say
Okay.
Star Wars has some amazing vehicle shit going on in its universe?
It does.
Like I was
mean,
thinking
it
about it.
does.
in
I
Shadows
just
of
wish
the
it
Empire.
implemented more. Can they
Yeah.
make another pod racing game? I'd play it.
Yeah, dude. Give me the swoop bike VR experience.
Yeah, let's
that
do
would
it.
be cool. That would be cool. I would say Jedi Outcast was probably it for me, but I loved every game in the Jedi Knight series. Kyle Katarn should still be canon, but he's not.
Disney.
Fucking Disney, fucking killing my MCU. Because there was an
Right.
expansion for. Did I just say MCU? I meant extended
Yeah.
universe, but whatever. It's
Did.
fine.
Metachlorian.
It's fine. Yeah, my Metachlorian cinematic universe. That's cool.
Yeah.
But no, fucking in Jedi Knight Dark Forces 2, there was an expansion that came out for it where you got to play alongside Mara Jade, and for anybody who's
Ooh.
read the books and knows who Mara Jade is, she's a complete badass. She was the mother of Luke's children in the books, but that's not canon now. But yeah, they need to bring back Kyle because Kyle was fucking badass, and the Jedi Knight games were amazing. Jedi Academy was really cool too, with the kind of create a character deal that you could do. But I think Outcast was probably like the best lightsaber mechanics I've ever played in a game, so that was pretty cool.
Hell yeah, dude. Amazing melee game.
More,
No more how.
Mordhau with lightsabers.
Can we get Mord? Yeah, Mordhau with lightsabers. I'd probably be actually a little bit more interested in it.
Dude, yeah,
Honestly.
I mean for the mods to roll in.
Yeah.
So speaking of Star Wars and EA, honestly, what do you guys think of what EA's done with the license? Since they are the only fucking publisher that can make Star Wars games without special permissions right now, what are your guys' thoughts on what they've done with their exclusive license on Star Wars?
They haven't really done much, man. I mean,
Garbage.
they cancel games that sound cool. The Battlefront games are really pretty, but they're not really that fun to play.
They were fun
You know?
for like a couple
I do-
hours, and then
Yeah.
it's a flop.
I
after
will
that.
say, out of the Battlefield games, I do enjoy space fighting, just flying around with the starfighters and shit or whatever.
Dude, yeah.
I do
And when
enjoy
they-
that, but the rest of it's kind of.
And when they first added the space fighting too, it was like some weird. It wasn't even like you could fly around on your own. It was like very like limited and like linear combat. It was
Yeah.
super weird.
I remember that
So,
in
yeah.
the first Battlefront, the first new Battlefront, they had when they first added in, the X-wings and stuff, and the TIE fighters. It wasn't even in space. It was just like
No,
over.
it was like a
the
power up.
Yeah, and it was just over the battlefield. I was like, okay,
So dumb.
I mean, that's cool, I guess, but they have
I
other
remember-
air vehicles for that.
I would get that power up and I wouldn't know how to fly, so I just fly into the fucking ground like an idiot every time.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah.
I think
No,
that
but it's been bad. It's been bad overall.
so they've had that exclusive license for 6-ish years.
Yeah, it's a 10 years
Yeah.
license, isn't it?
We do deserve another X-Wing versus TIE Fighter. I was actually going to mention that when Cody mentioned the space fighting, so thank you, Shane.
Yeah.
But But yeah, it's been, about 6-ish years that they've had that exclusive license. We've had 2 Star Wars games, not including,
Yeah.
I think there was another Lego Star Wars game. That was one of those special
Sure.
licenses.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I think that need to step it up a little bit. We've had more Star Wars movies than we've had video games over the past decade, and
That's a problem.
That's a problem. That's a
Buddy.
big fucking problem.
Well,
for me.
I don't know. Disney pumps out movie business.
Okay,
I mean,
but
let's just be
just
honest.
think about like between 1995 and 2005. Let's just go with that time frame. Think about how many Star Wars games were coming out. There were Star Wars RTSs. There were Star Wars like point and clicks. There were the Jedi.
There were a lot of good
Speaking of-
ones.
Yeah, there were a
Speaking
lot
of
of
games-
really good games.
Speaking of games, they are all on sale on Steam. Pretty sure
Oh, yeah.
I said Battlefront 2 is $3.50
Yeah,
on
buddy.
Steam right now.
Yeah,
Oh, what if
So
we
if
played
you don't
that?
already own it,
I already own it.
I don't know what the fuck's wrong with you, but I already have it. So.
Please do yourself a favor.
I know that they've updated it. They were
pretty sure I own it.
when the GameSpy servers died, they ported that over to Steam servers, but I think that was I don't know if that's still supported.
I don't know if it's still up. Yeah.
I don't know if you have to play on private servers or if the Steam servers are up, but
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
Still a
know.
good game all these years later.
yeah, the original Battlefront games are way fucking better than the new Battlefront games, which is kind of
Yeah,
sad.
dude. All the game modes are so much better.
The fact that it wasn't a single player campaign, but there was the what was it called? Galactic Conquest.
Yes, that was
Yes,
so
fun. That's so
good.
fun.
Playing that
Yes.
co-op, dude.
Mhm.
Yeah, that was always fun.
More of
Back
that.
when, co-op was on the couch.
Yeah, buddy.
That's
The good old days.
Yep.
for sure.
So I guess the next topic, there's not really a good segue into this, but we know that there's getting to be more and more and more PC gamers in the world, right? There's more people because
Yeah.
it's becoming slightly
Join us.
It's becoming more affordable to build a PC than it was, although to build a high-end PC is always more and more and more expensive. But I saw an article today that made me go, what the fuck? So by the end of this year, there are going to be more PC gamers in China than there are going to be people living in the United States of America.
Wow.
So we know that market is growing every day, but
Yeah. We've played PUBG. We know.
oh yeah, but we also know that China is extremely harsh with their censorship laws. Like it's hard to get games that you can legally, like Mortal Kombat 11. I think part of the reason that when I was talking to Cody about it, part of the reason that they kind of covered up some of the female characters a little bit more was so that they could get published in China, which I'm surprised allows fatalities.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
but in the past, what you used to get was you'd get more games that would have like the worldwide version or like the US version, and then you'd have a separate Chinese version.
Yeah.
But with this move in Mortal Kombat, do you guys think that we're maybe starting to see a shift in that? So that do you think that companies are going to start to target the Chinese audience more so than they are the worldwide audience, and kind of that's going to be their base game is what they're marketing there with language switches?
So I don't know if we covered this. I don't know if we were doing the show at this point, but in Rainbow Six Siege, there's this huge deal that they were basically censoring a shit ton of the game because they were pushing the market in China.
Mm-hmm.
And some of the changes were like really, really like big. Like there's a character, Cavera, and her whole thing is she has like this skull face kind of makeup going on, and she uses a knife to interrogate people and stab them and shit. And everyone was like, how the fuck is this character even going to exist in a Chinese version of this game? And the thing that made no sense, though, is Ubisoft was going to change every version of the game to fit this one, instead of having a separate release for China. So they went back on that. China, I believe, has gotten their own version, or they're getting their own version, while we get to keep ours. And as long as they just don't fuck with my version of the game, I mean, I guess they can do whatever they want. That's fine.
Right, but we're already, like, we saw Ubisoft do that. We're seeing Mortal Kombat make changes so that they can get published in China. I'm just wondering if you guys think that that's a trend, that we're moving away from the two versions of the game trend, and and they are doing what I'm wondering if more and more companies are going to be doing what Ubisoft did and be like, well, everybody's getting the Chinese version of the game. Fuck y'all.
Yeah, I think that's probably the case because that'll be a lot less money that they have to spend developing, right?
In theory.
Unless no one buys their game, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't even think you have to look at the gaming market for this. Most money for these companies is not being made in the US. It's being made internationally.
Mhm.
And China is easily look at movies, right? You get the domestic and then you get the international. The international is just dwarfs generally the domestic of these movies and stuff like that. And I have a feeling if China really opens up and starts letting stuff like back in the country, because they had a ban on stuff and like the whole nine there for a while. Because I think in that article you posted there was a year-long ban on PC gaming or something like that. Something weird. I didn't read the whole thing, so I don't remember. But yeah, it's just it's going to happen. It's the biggest market in the world. You're going to save money by not having to spend time developing two different versions or whatever. So you're going to cater to the biggest market wherever you're going to make the most of your money. So it just honestly, from a business sense, it makes sense.
Yeah,
so
as their player base grows,
right? Yeah. And Chinese players or people in China in general, they are fanatic about their games, especially like mobile games and stuff like that. So why would you not want to tap into that? Yeah. It makes too much sense, in my opinion. But honestly, like the changes, are they really going to affect us that much?
Depends
especially if we don't. Well, especially if we don't, you're not going to see Subverse in China. Not going to happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
the censored version.
If we don't see what the original vision was, like with Rainbow Six, one of the things that they changed or whatever is one of the bar areas in Rainbow Six. Behind it, there's one of those lights, and it's like a pair of legs.
Yeah.
And they changed it to like a cigarette or something different.
Something non-sexual.
But if you never see that, what are you going to get mad about? You know what I mean?
Right.
If there's never a version with that, nothing to be mad about. And most of that stuff you're not going to notice anyways. Some people are up in arms that the girls are covered in Mortal Kombat. 90% of us don't give a shit.
No, that's not why. For me, that's never been why I played a Mortal Kombat game.
Right. So it just, and that's a lot of where the censorship is going to show up is with that kind of stuff. So.
Yeah, definitely. If they develop with it in mind, it's not like we'll be able to see, this is what it was going to be.
Right. So, yeah, there won't be anything to be mad about to begin with because it's already going to be dictated for the Chinese market. So,
in 5 years, we're going to wake up and be like, man, do video games just seem duller to you?
Maybe. you might not be wrong.
You might wake up today and already be saying that.
Oh my god. You might be out there thinking, why do video games suck? Why hasn't there been a good Star Wars game for ever?
Right?
10 years.
Why isn't there a podcast talking about that somewhere?
Right?
I'm sure we're not the only one. I'm just saying.
I wouldn't because Mordhau came out. You right.
You right.
But I do think a game like Mordhau is actually probably a better example, because you can chop off body parts and stuff all the time.
Yeah,
like Tim said with the fatalities, how the fuck
you can? Okay, yeah, you can just turn that off though. That's already an option.
Oh, is it a Mordhau?
Yeah, there's a gore option.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
I did not realize that. Why would you? Well,
I don't want to turn it off.
No, it's really entertaining.
I might turn it off if Logan's sitting on my lap and wants to help me smash bad guys. Then I might turn it off, but that'd be pretty much it.
Yeah. The option is good.
Right.
The option is nice to have.
So
moving on, I suppose.
Next topic.
Actually, I think it was Justin, an article, or one of you two posted an article about
the Claptrap thing.
Yeah, was that you, Cody?
Cody?
Okay.
Yeah. It was me.
So that made me kind of dig a little bit more for more information. I found this really long list of 60 something. I think it was from IGN if I remember correctly, but it was 60 something.
They do love lists.
They do. It was 60 something features that they've figured out are going to be in Borderlands 3. There's a lot more details coming out every day, it seems like. So initially, Some people were super excited about the game, and some people, Cody, were just pissed that it was going to be on Epic.
Yeah.
So after kind of that initial wave of excitement and aggravation, where do you guys kind of sit on that at this point?
Cody.
I'm not gonna buy it. I'm just not gonna buy it.
You're not gonna buy it at all. Like you wouldn't buy it on Xbox if there's crossplay.
No, because I'm still supporting that decision. I'm being forced off of my preferred platform because of a decision that they made. So then go fuck themselves. Like it's just as simple as that.
Respect.
I have a 1080 Ti. It blows my Xbox One X out the fucking water, even on my 65-inch TV. Like I built my computer so I can play graphically good games. Spent all this money on it. You want to put your shit on Epic and not pay your voice actors to actually? So with the Claptrap thing in particular, whatever, the dude who did Claptrap, I didn't know this. The dude who did Claptrap's voice worked for Gearbox and did it on the side for free. Apparently, that's how it was made.
He was an executive at Gearbox that
right?
Did that, yeah.
So, it made it sound like he was doing it totally for free. And so when he he doesn't work for Gearbox anymore. So when he asked for money to do the part, they told him to fuck off. It's like, what? So
Shitty.
So here's my problem with it. All these developers have been talking about how going to Epic Store saves them money. You couldn't use some of that fucking money to pay for the original voice actor of Claptrap?
Buddy.
Get the fuck out of here.
Damn.
It doesn't make any sense to me. It just doesn't. And there's another, that Claptrap article also talks about, there's another voice actor who didn't even know. Yeah, he didn't even know whether or not he was in the game. I guess he was the voice actor for
the Tales from the Borderlands.
Yeah, and he didn't know if he was going to be in it or not. Blah blah blah. He didn't know until the trailer came out. You know what I mean? Like what is going on? Look, I don't know where this extra money is going to. Yeah. You know, and this is a little bit political, but in my experience, when companies get extra money, the people at the top get extra money, and it doesn't trickle down everywhere.
That's how it always goes. Yeah.
So they can go fuck themselves.
Yeah.
Once I can buy it on Steam, I'll buy it on Steam. Maybe
if you want to hear,
I won't be in the country when all that shit happens. So whatever. So when I come back, if I still feel like playing it, or if you guys want to play it, and you guys are like, oh my god, I know you didn't want to buy this game on Epic, but now you're back and it's on Steam, so let's fucking play it. Hey, I'm down. Whatever.
Yeah.
But I'm not. Go fuck yourself. Shit.
Yeah. If you want to hear the Claptrap voice actor in a game that's free to play, and you want to support a dev that's constantly updating their game, he does a voice in Warframe, by the way.
Oh,
yeah. If you get to, there's a stage called the I forget what it's called, but essentially it's an arena where you fight against a bunch of AI, and you can make like a ridiculous amount of credits if you win and stuff. He does the voice actor he's the voice actor that does like the arena announcing for it.
Sure.
So it's pretty funny stuff.
Yeah, I like him as Claptrap a lot. They just had a Twitch Prime loot box thing for Warframe, I think. Or no, you know what it was? It was Steel Series. I got an email about Steel Series having some big ol', here's a bunch of free shit for Warframe.
Oh yeah, you get Twitch Prime, you get Warframe shit every month, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, for me, I was really excited about Borderlands 3. The Epic thing did kind of, it didn't kill it for me, but it did numb it down a little bit. A bit of a dampener. Now I'm kind of just like indifferent on it. Like I might buy it, I might not. Probably wait for it to be on sale. Like I think I'll probably just play Borderlands 2 if I feel like playing Borderlands at this point. And that's kind of sad for me because I always thought Borderlands 3. I wrote a freaking article about how it could, in theory, be the best looter shooter out there. Right, and it hasn't even come out yet, and it's already like, it might be a better looter shooter than any other game that's come out. And there's like, I was reading some of the details on it. There's you get a ship. That's how you do the fast travel instead of the teleportation system for Borderlands 2. There's actually a ship. You can go in between. So the multiple landscapes that we saw in the teaser trailer, there's actually different planets, which is pretty cool. There's supposed to be like way more bosses than have been in any other game. The game is way bigger. They said it's going to be the biggest Borderlands ever. Yeah, wait till Borderlands 4 comes out, and then they're going to be like, it's going to be the biggest one ever. Because, every company. But, like, there's so many things about the game that I want to be excited about because it sounds really goddamn cool. But some of the decisions that they've made from the corporate level down just makes me go, I don't really want to kind of like Cody. Like I don't really want to support some of those choices. And I don't usually use my money to make a statement like that. Normally, if a game looks cool enough, I'm gonna fucking buy it and fuck everything else, like Fallout 76. But like I'm kind of at that stage where I don't really want to back that, so I'm kind of torn. I'm either gonna buy it on release or I'm gonna wait till it's out on Steam, and then I'm gonna wait for a Steam sale. So I'll wait like a year and a half before I buy the fucking thing. But I'm not sure.
Yeah, it looks good. I mean, it looks like another Borderlands game with a bunch of cool new shit. I really thought the fact that they're gonna have so much new audio just for the guns, that's the kind of little detail that I can really get into. But it's gonna be one of those titles where I'll probably not really care about picking it up until I see literally anyone I know buy it,
right?
And then I'll get it.
Yeah, because that's how Borderlands has always been a friends kind of game, so I can understand that.
I wonder. So they haven't really said. I feel like they kind of mentioned that there was going to be cross-platform, but I haven't seen.
It was kind of mentioned that part of the reason why they went with Epic was for cross-play reasons.
That doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't make any sense.
That might be why you go with.
Fuck that you're with Epic. Like they're not gonna let you flip the switch just because you're with Epic. Like nobody cared.
That's funny.
In part, it may be because maybe it's just easier to do on the Unreal Engine, and obviously with Epic. But like, what the fuck sense is that? Like, you can have the Unreal Engine on Steam, so that makes no sense.
I don't get that.
Well, you got to think the money save. It's the money portion. Is Borderlands made on Unreal?
The Borderlands 3 will be on Unreal. The first two were not. I think the first two ran on Havoc, if I remember
probably
correctly.
Havoc, yeah.
I think
they were 2K.
With Epic, if you use Unreal Engine and go with Epic Store, you get only the 12% cut, and I think they subtract another 5% from that or something if you use the Unreal Engine. There's another money saving in there for using the Unreal Engine to do the game. Once again, saving all this fucking money, use it on the most iconic voice actor fucking series. Like, I don't understand. It just, I want it. I want the game. I want to play it or whatever.
I want it.
It's so dumb. It's so dumb. It's just so dumb, and we're doing it because it's good for you. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, that's always the thing. I hate that when people are like, "This is what's best for you." You don't know. Fuck off. You don't know my life. You don't know what's best for me, motherfucker.
Right. That's like, you can't use a password you used before. Why not? Right. You think I'm stupid?
Yeah. It's so.
Why do that when you can put more money in your pocket?
And then on top of it, you have to pay $80 just to basically be love everybody else.
Right. Anyone who's buying that's getting that
There's
huge
just
XP boost.
Many, and these issues honestly aren't like large issues. The voice acting claptrap thing is kind of a big deal.
It's kind of shitty.
Yeah, it's kind of a big deal.
Unless they replace him with somebody who sounds exactly like him and you never notice. Yeah. But it's still fucking shitty.
It's one of those things, yeah.
Right. Yeah. I'm pretty sure anybody who's a diehard fan is gonna fucking notice.
I'll notice.
Like anybody who's put any, like Ian. If Ian does Ian know about this yet?
Because if he doesn't read the chat,
nobody tell him. Nobody tell him.
Get that
and
live
see if he
reaction.
says something when it comes out.
We'll see.
Be like, is that?
We'll tell him watch episode whatever of OLIP.
Yeah. Because I feel like you just hard fans or whatever. They're gonna be like, that's not claptrap. Like, who the fuck's this guy? What happened to the normal?
Right. He's such a
he's the most iconic character in the fucking series. He really is, hands down. Like, I don't know the names of anybody else, honestly. Tim does. That look on his face.
Krieg.
Who's that? I don't even know who that is. Is he the shooty boy?
The psycho, right?
Yeah, he's the psycho.
Yeah.
Zero, Mordecai,
Brick.
I do know Mordecai. Brick. I know Mordecai because he was the badass from the first one, the assassin dude. And I know Lilith,
girl who looks like
bitch.
Asura's Wrath, but badass chick.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Epic, once again.
Roland.
We're doing this because it's good for you. Get the fuck out of here.
We'll see.
I bet you the game is still good though. I can almost guarantee you the game's fucking gonna be good.
I did watch the
game's gonna be fun.
gameplay reveal that they streamed, and it looks fun. So,
I mean,
And
Yeah.
that should be
that's the
one of-
disappointing part.
I wonder if. So I still, because I didn't watch the whole gameplay reveal. I still don't know like how many playable characters are going to be, because we speculated that there might be more than the standard 4, but I'm thinking.
Yeah.
All
It
of
looks
them.
like just the 4 from what I saw
And then-
of the streaming that they
Okay.
had.
And there'll be.
And then
DLC
everyone else is
characters.
just kind of NPCs and shit. Yeah.
I love how we kind of joked about how this new robot-looking dude was the new Zero, but then I actually saw him go invisible. I'm like, oh, he's literally the new Zero. Okay,
Yeah.
he's just a big, thick Zero. He's like if Zero and Brick had a weird baby.
Maybe that's
What?
I mean, it is Borderlands.
Yeah,
the lore.
I'm not putting it past them.
I
honestly.
don't put anything past them with that lore. What the fuck do you
So-
want, cat? Is the microphone picking up my cat?
No.
She's
Tim, calm down.
She's just over here like meow, meow.
She's probably hungry. knowing
I
your
just
cat.
Did you
I
feed
just
her?
I just fed her an hour ago.
She's fat. What do you want, Tim?
She
We all
is-
have those
She
days.
is fat. Oh my God.
Haven't you ever had that day where you eat and then 20 minutes later you're like,
You're
I must
hungry
eat
again?
again?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. We've all been there.
I'm worried I'm
Yeah.
gonna gain weight again because I actually have to take lunches now at work. Like before, I had to take
Oh.
lunches, but they didn't enforce it. Now I have to take lunches.
Yeah.
So,
Wait, hold on.
Eating food.
Wait, because I actually have to fucking eat at work. What?
yeah, I don't like stopping to eat.
Just eat.
I
Like,
would
it's
rather
fine.
I'd rather get through my day and get home like faster, because I don't have a fucking. It's not like a shift where I have to be there from set time to set time. I get a certain
Oh,
amount of
sure.
jobs. The sooner I get done, the sooner I can go home. So if I don't have to stop to eat, boom. If I don't have to stop to go to the bathroom, I don't. Usually I
Yeah.
have to like stop at some point, find a gas
Oh,
station.
no.
Well, normally, but there have been days where I haven't had to go until I get home. Don't fucking worry about it, all right? It's not, it's not like I
welcome to the podcast about Tim's bodily.
it's not like I drink 3 energy drinks while I'm working anyway. Oh wait.
Welcome to our new podcast, BRB Bio.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
It's very true.
Yeah, no, I kind of get that, I guess. You can play
Yeah.
video games instead of eating, though, so.
I can actually now.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
speaking of that,
Yep.
so got super mad about the type of TV that I bought. Actually, because Steam Link, their app, is on Samsung TVs, 2016 and newer.
Oh, that's cool.
It's built in. I was like,
Wow.
"Fuck."
That's
That
really
is
cool.
surprising.
Yeah, it
I
Maybe
would
is.
not
I'm-
expect that.
I mean, I knew they
so
were.
buy
That's
Samsung
why
TVs
they.
if you want to use Steam Link.
I know that's.
Just saying.
I knew that was why they were scrapping the hardwares, because they were working on the app side of it. So they were like, "Yeah, we don't really need the hardware if we can just." But I didn't realize that it was already being built into smart TVs. That's really cool.
Yeah, so I
Very
was struggling
cool.
with my Steam Link the other day, which I talked to Tim about it or whatever. I messaged him. I was mad. I was like, "What the fuck are your Steam Link settings?" Because it wasn't working. It was.
Yeah.
I was very angry. And while in my research, I found out that Samsung TVs have it built in, and it made me mad because the QLED TV that I ordered that showed up broken was Samsung. And so
Oh.
I would have been like, yes, I have this new technology TV, and I can get rid of this piece of junk hardware that is worse than me just doing in-home streaming to my Microsoft server
Yikes.
or whatever. Yeah.
I
So-
still like my Steam Link, mostly because I got it for $1. So any
yeah,
value I get
that's
out of it
like-
at all is fine.
As long as it works a little
Oh.
bit for you, it works.
Yeah,
I think
it's-
I paid 30 for mine.
Yeah,
So
Yeah, I got mine on that sale they had. Used it a bit. It was fine.
that's the only reason I don't have a Steam controller is because they haven't fucked up that bad yet, where I can get it for like $1.
Yeah.
do
Just
they
wait.
even make them anymore? I don't even know if they make
Steam
them.
controllers? Yeah, they still make the controller. You can still
Oh,
order the
they
controller
just got-
through Steam. It's just
They
the,
just
the
got
link
the
that you
Steam
can't.
link?
Yeah, they still the controllers still sell really well. So
Yeah.
but nobody
I
buys.
wish I
the
could learn how to.
so.
Yeah, I wish I could learn how to use those controllers. Probably be useful because I got Total War running on Total War Hammer 2.
Oh, yeah,
That shit
there you
running
go.
on my TV the other day, and I was trying to use it with an Xbox controller.
No,
Oh, boy,
yeah,
no.
that's no.
No bueno. It was hard. I was like, I can't click on anything. I definitely couldn't.
Yeah. Yeah, I heard those little
couldn't-
trackpads they got on there are pretty nice for
Yeah.
RTS games.
See, that's
Yeah.
what I use. I've got a wireless keyboard and mouse that I just have hooked up to my Steam
That's-
Link, and
Yeah, that's the next step.
I
Because you
got-
see that recliner right there?
I got those on.
That's the gaming spot.
I got my wireless mouse and keyboard from so like every once in a while I'll check the not every once in a while. Every time I go to Target, I check the electronics clearance section
Every day.
just to see if there's anything there. And I got that. It was a repackage. I think I paid $10, and the keyboard and mouse that I got is normally a $45 combo. So I was like, yeah, dude.
Not bad.
No, not bad at all. Deals
It's no
with Tim.
Ducky One Mini, but
$10 monitor, $1 Steam Link, $10 mouse and keyboard. Let's go. That setup right there,
Just
like $20,
yeah.
fucking $20, and I can be playing PC games from any room in my house.
I'm bougie with my electronics, and I'm just like, needs to be good brand name. Try to get it on sale. I
Fucking
Yeah,
AOC,
that-
dog.
Good shit.
AOC,
That's my monitor.
That's an AOC gaming monitor I got for $10.
I don't know what AOC is.
It's just
if
a
I'm being
brand.
They make monitors.
Yeah,
Look, as long as it works.
It works well.
If we're being honest.
yeah. No,
So,
it's good.
Especially if it's not the
it,
monitor and you just need it.
it might be a better monitor than my Scepter monitor, which I paid $100 for new.
Oof.
So
I don't know. My BenQ monitor has better color than 65-inch TV, which makes me mad.
yeah, my
But, yeah.
my Scepter monitor, it has like because it's a stupid built-in blue light reduction shit, so it's always got like a little bit of a
you can't
yellow
turn
tint.
it off.
No, and like there's an option in there to turn it off, but every time I turn it off, it does nothing. So it always has a little bit of a yellow tint, and I don't fucking like it.
Yo,
It's
shame.
fine.
Mad Catz, best name brand controller. Change my mind. Well, they're out of business.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mad Catz was no bueno.
Didn't they
I was about to
get
say bougie.
Didn't
That's
they
not
get-
the
I have nothing
wrong-
good to
they
say
got
about
the
Mad
right word.
Catz.
they got bought
Yeah.
by
Yeah, they got
Afterglow,
bought by
didn't they?
somebody.
Was it Afterglow?
Maybe.
Yeah.
I saw somebody. Yeah, they just like pumped out like the same Mad Catz print controllers with their name on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was either Afterglow or it was PDP. It was one of those off-brand ones, but
Yeah.
Look, best controller ever is the Xbox Elite controller. Fight me.
I can't
That-
disagree.
Yeah, that controller
yeah.
is just
It's
hands
nice as hell.
down. It's super slick, and
Wait,
being
I
able
got
to-
one.
What?
Dual Joy-Cons, baby.
That is probably the most comfortable. I'll give. Playing Zelda like this,
So nice,
super
dude.
lazy,
I-
and
I
just
100
Yeah.
hours of that.
yeah.
so like I definitely don't like obviously you guys know I don't own a Switch, but the couple of times that I've used dual Joy-Cons like that, it's felt not comfortable because I'm so used to
Bro.
holding a controller like this. I want my hands like this together.
If I want to be like this, if I want to have sparkle fingers while I'm
If I wanna
playing
be
games,
like
I can
this.
do it with Joy-Con. All right,
I will
like,
say-
Your
Joy-Cons
fingers.
The split Joy-Cons do. I feel like they suck for shooter games and like
I don't
Smash
know.
Bros, where you have a lot of button inputs going on really quickly.
Yeah, no.
But otherwise, they're really nice.
That's not what I bought my Switch for, though.
Yeah.
So, I bought it for Pokemon. So,
Cody.
Yeah,
so-
no,
Did you
I'm
see
not
it?
opinion on that, but
Did you see somebody modded Breath of the Wild to be played in first person?
No.
there's
It looks so nice.
There's a Dark Souls 1 mod on Nexus Mods for first person Dark Souls.
Dude,
I would not
I've seen
recommend
that.
trying it. I would
I
not.
watched some
No.
YouTube
but
videos of that, dude. It's
interesting.
nuts. It's so nuts.
Look, it's another level of difficulty. Did you guys see there was a person who beat Hero fucking Donkey Kong bongo drums?
Oh yeah.
Some shit.
Oh yeah, dude.
It's
How
already
many
kind
become,
of
times?
just
there's
it's like kind of like the Guinness Book thing. I could beat that.
Cody.
Yeah.
Google Dark Souls on a banana.
Yeah.
I'm not. I'm
Look
not. I'm gonna
it
link
up,
it in the
baby.
stream chat right
You're
now.
going to lick it?
I'm
Lick
going
it
to
in the stream?
link it
Yes, he is.
in the
Definitely said
Steam
lick.
or in the stream chat.
Dark Souls, 0 hits, 5 bananas. Let's go.
On a
Oh,
banana.
dude, speaking of bananas, you can eat things other than bananas in Sea of Thieves now.
What?
I'm so proud of them.
Oh Jesus, this is
Okay, I'm linking it in the stream right now.
I'm not seeing
You
it.
are not joking. What in the fuck
I
is this?
am not joking. You thought I was
Googled
joking?
it.
I ain't
Total
joking.
total run death 62. He's playing with bananas.
Yes.
He's winning with bananas, buddy.
Yes. Somebody
beat
Dark Souls with bananas.
Wife. This motherfucker is playing Dark Souls with bananas.
That's bananas.
Hi, Emily.
Science, bitch.
Say hi.
Exactly.
Science, bitch.
I'm just here to kill people.
Yeah, so if you guys,
She playing Hitman?
yeah, it is not me.
Yeah.
It is her. I've unlocked so many achievements on Hitman that I planned on having because of my wife. She is learning how to kill me in multiple ways. That's what she is doing.
All right. Well, boys, we got any closing thoughts other than Dark Souls on a banana?
I don't know. That one's pretty good. My closing thought is that Mordhau's come out, and I quit playing Sekiro, and someday I'm gonna have to go back and play more Sekiro.
You quit playing Sekiro?
I did too.
It's great. I love it. I just
I don't
want
love
to play
it.
other stuff, you know?
I had the same thing happen with every Dark Souls game.
Yeah, you.
I enjoy it.
You like
for
them
a few
for
hours,
a couple hours, and then you're like,
and
"Fuck
then
this
I'm just-
game."
I just Outward, on the other hand, I'm waiting for
Ooh.
waiting
for us to pick that up, yeah,
I picked it up.
buddy.
I just haven't gotten into it yet because
I haven't grabbed it yet.
I
know,
haven't had the time to sit down and like grab my controller and get into it. But I do own it on Steam.
Make
Cody.
it weird.
I have it installed. So and
We'll make it
I'm
happen.
not so starting tomorrow I start swings. I will be working 12 noon to 9 at
Oh
night.
shit!
So I have more possible I still have to spend time with my lovely wife.
Right.
But I will have more normal hours for gaming. So
Good.
Attaboy.
Yeah. Next week may or may not be on the show.
Okay.
Just
Okay.
saying that now because it is her birthday
Oh, nice.
and it is my birthday the day before.
Yeah.
We're going to Kansas City.
Oh shit.
Oh, you're going to KC?
Yeah,
Nice.
gonna go stay with my dad and stuff. But I have my Surface, so if we're not doing something around the time of OLIP, I'll be. But maybe
Could make an appearance.
Yeah.
What
Ooh,
is
that'd
that?
You don't know
be
what that
old as
is?
shit.
No.
Is that Ric Flair?
Yeah, buddy.
It's
Oh
a
man, that
Flair,
sounds real
bitch.
fucked up.
boy.
No boy.
My clothing thoughts? I don't
Lick?
know English.
English, motherfucker, do you speak it?
I do not. It is not my first language. Gibberish is. Outward, still very good. Really, really want to play co-op with one of you guys. And if you guys like Warcraft and Baldur's Gate, buy Spellforce 3. Have a good time. Bunch of content. And if we're not playing anything, that's probably what I'm going to play right now. So, just saying.
Are we playing anything, boys?
I don't know.
I mean, Shane's ready to play some Mordhau. It looks like.
Yeah, he's all caps in the chat right
I know kung fu.
Dude.
Mordhau.
now. Is Mordhau Kung Fu?
It is now.
Sword Fu.
Mordha, let's go. Mordha.
Hey,
Oh.
why is Mordhau all caps?
I don't know.
I'm still
For
super
emphasis,
curious
I
about
guess.
that.
What is it?
Is
It's
that
like
thing?
the word is like German for death punch or something, I think.
Is it?
That's what I've heard. I don't know. I didn't look it up.
It wouldn't be
I just read
surprising.
the headline.
Coming from you took Russian, not German.
Yeah. Ja не понимаю германский язык.
I don't know what the fuck you're
Wait.
saying.
Wait, no, come here and
What?
say this loud to the microphone.
I don't want to be on camera.
No, okay, would say it louder for the microphone.
Logan just gave me a lecture on sound waves.
What?
Yep,
Smarter than me.
that's
All
my
right.
son.
I don't know.
Son?
Okay,
Did I have we I haven't told the story yet. The story that had Cody rolling on the floor laughing.
yeah, it did have me rolling on the floor, but 1 second. Definition of Mordhau, Urban Dictionary, a sword fighting technique which involves striking with the hilt of the sword, the ultimate finishing move in a duel, a multiplayer medieval fighting game of the same title.
Makes sense.
Okay.
That was quick.
That is one thing that
Yeah.
is different about Mordhau is every weapon has that alternate thing.
the Mordhau grip.
Oh yeah, it does. I forgot. What is that?
Mhm.
R.
Yep.
Yeah, I forgot about it. I haven't played that much.
So before we play Mordhau, I want to get this story out, and it's going to be on the podcast.
Lay it on us.
So tonight we were eating dinner out on the porch. Sarah and Logan brought the deck. They brought the table and chairs out there today with the umbrella. They got everything all set up. She got a new rug for the deck. So we're sitting out there eating pizza, and Logan runs inside real quick. He says he's gonna go grab something, and then he comes back to the door and says he's gonna let the doggy out. We're like, no, wait for mommy and daddy. Don't let the doggy out. So this boy takes this. We have a sliding glass deck door. So usually I take like this little wooden board that I have that I slide in the slot where the door opens, so he can't open it if I don't want him to. So we're out there. Am I telling the story or are you? It's irrelevant. Anyway, so we're out there, and this boy takes this wooden board and he jams it in the sliding glass door with Sarah and myself and the baby outside. I should mention that my deck is approximately 15 feet off of the ground.
Oh,
So now we're stuck. We can't. Yeah, we can't. So the door opens like this much with that board in there. So I slide it open, and we're trying to talk to him to get him to take the board out. And he says, "No, I'm letting the dog out." No, don't let the dog out. So this kid lets Loki out of his kennel.
Oh man.
And he has the chain in his hand, but he doesn't put it on the dog. So the dog goes counter surfing, eats what's left of the pizza, and starts doing sprints in the kitchen. And Logan is terrified of the dog at this point. So Logan runs away, and he shuts the baby gate, so he can't get back in the living room to let us into the deck. So now my dog's just loose in the kitchen. Logan's locked into the kitchen area, and we don't have any options. So I'm sitting here thinking, I'm like, all right, this is going to be the most me thing ever. I'm going to have to drop down off of my deck onto the hood of my car, hope that I don't destroy my car, and then go into my house through the garage to get us back in the house. Thankfully, we have nice neighbors, and one of our neighbors was home, so he was able to come remove the board for us since our door wasn't locked. But
oh my gosh.
But yeah, that happened today. So
That's amazing.
My genius jerk of a son locked me out of my house.
That's comedy gold, dude.
Oh, that is.
It's
so
something.
good.
It's something.
I'm gonna let the dog out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
Logan and
Alright,
Loki
well.
spot the difference. Joke's on you.
Adorable.
There aren't any differences. They're both goddamn troublemakers.
Well,
All right.
I have Mordhouse started, so
yeah,
All right,
dude.
I
I see it.
wasn't
invite me
sure.
into a game.
I wasn't sure if we were gonna do Mordhau or if we were gonna do Wesnoth. So
We're gonna do Mordhouse.
I think we're doing
it is.
Mordhau tonight.
Mordhau
Yeah.
it is.
Mordhau.
Mordhau.
Yeah.
Mordhau.
Mordhau do you do?
I gotta update my shit.
Rick and Morty.
Hey, Shane,
Morty.
get your dumb ass.
He's not even in fucking Mordhau.
Get your dumb ass in the.
Look, I started Mordhouse there because it takes legitimately about
Takes a
5
bit.
minutes to fucking start up, which is irritating.
Yeah.
That's true.
There's so many irritating things about this game.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hop.
None of them
over
have to do with gameplay. by the
Well,
way.
server lag is a problem that has to do with gameplay, but you know.
Well, see, I don't play against other people. I just play AI so far. I don't know. You guys
haven't-
might open up a whole new world.
Yeah, dude.
Whole new world. All right, I'm gonna hop over to the streaming channel Juan in my Discord. So.
All right, let's do it. Bye.